10 things people with clean homes do every day. I will be the first to admit my home is not perfect, but it's generally about 5 minutes away from guest ready at all times. I've seen these videos on YouTube. You've seen these videos on YouTube. I wanted to do one myself, and I've been thinking about what are the things that I do every day? How can I keep it simple? What is it that keeps my home from ever getting too dirty? I think this could be helpful to you if you are looking for some ways to keep your home clean. I used to clean for hours. I used to get through the week and then be greeted with this horrifically messy home, and then I would clean all day Saturday. It ruined my weekends. I don't do that anymore. Now I have little small things that I do every day. It keeps my house from getting too dirty, and these are things I do on a daily basis, and honestly, I feel like I don't do that much cleaning anymore. I think this first one is really important to do, especially if you have kids. And what it is once daily, do a clean sweep of the main living areas in your home. And if you can get your kids to help you, it's, even better. But what you're gonna do, you are just gonna go and you are gonna grab the things that don't belong and you're gonna put them away. You're not gonna spend a lot of time on this. I think all of these things I'm gonna share today only take a few minutes. You could set a timer. I literally think you could get this done in 3 minutes, and you're just gonna go from room to room. You're gonna take the things that don't belong, you're gonna put them where they go. You could use a laundry basket and collect things, or you could just use your hands, which is what I do. I also use this time to just reset the whole space. What I found is if you can do this every day, then your home never gets too crazy. And sometimes, I really think this happens, sometimes when things get crazy, people in the house start to think, well, everything's gone to hell. I'm just gonna trash the place. Honestly, I don't think they're actually thinking that, but that's what's happening. It's a whole big spiraled mess. And truly, time yourself because you will be shocked at how quickly you can get this done. Another thing that I do daily is I clean out my kitchen sink. I'm not saying to do this at a specific time. You could do this anytime, but I have just come to realize that every day, if I can clean out the kitchen sink, and what that means is get all the dishes out of it, get the dishes clean or get them in the dishwasher, and then clean the sink. And you don't have to go clean the sink with anything strong. I literally just use Dawn dish soap, that power spray. I spray down the sink, let it sit for a minute, and then I scrub it out with a sponge, and the sink looks great. It never gets too dirty. Probably once a week, I will go in with something more abrasive. I like to use Barkeeper's Friend, or I will use a magic eraser a lot of times. I find that works amazingly well in your kitchen sink. But again, if you could just clean out that sink once a day really quickly, it's gonna go a long way. So another thing I like to do, and I used to have a problem with this. I think I don't have this problem anymore. I'm a little less crazy about it, but I like to vacuum high traffic areas daily. This is definitely something that I do every day. I have shared this tip many times, and I've come to realize that this is what needs to be done because I have fallen behind, and sometimes I will notice that I haven't vacuumed for several days. So I will get out my vacuum cleaner, and my new one has a light on it. It is quite shocking how much stuff there is just after a few days of not vacuuming. I don't understand it. So I'm just saying, get yourself a lightweight vacuum cleaner, preferably a cordless, battery operated one that you can charge when you're not using, and just go around the house. Do this every day. You really will be shocked at the amount of dirt and dust that you have. And I was thinking about this too. We have hardwood floors, and in the corners, I've noticed, is where all the dirt and dust gathers. And it was just making me think, back in the day, I used to have a wall-to-wall carpet, and I just can't imagine the amount of dirt and dust that gets trapped in those carpets. And really, when you have those wall-to-wall carpets, you don't know how much dirt and dust there is because you can't see it. So just do the vacuum daily, and your lungs and your house will thank you. If you enjoy content like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. It's free. Another thing that people with clean homes do every day is they wipe down their counters daily. You don't need to do this multiple times. You can save this for the nighttime. I like to actually do it before bed. You don't have to do it then. I like to do it because I don't like to go to bed with crumbs on my counter. I just don't want to tempt anything to come in there. So I like to make sure that everything is clean. I also like waking up to clean counters. Either way, whenever you do it, just do that once daily wipe down. And if you have too much stuff on your counter, again, think about decluttering your kitchen counter, putting some things away. I've gotten my kitchen counter to the place where I can just pull the stuff, wipe it, put it back, done. This tip is really helpful, and I've been doing this for quite some time now. Anytime I'm doing laundry, I will go around and collect people's pillowcases, and I will wash them. I do not wash our sheets every week. I try to sometimes, but it does not happen. And for everyone who thinks I'm gross in the comments, that's fine. You do what you want to do. For us, I'm not washing them weekly, but I can wash my pillowcase every few days. And I have found that it's really helpful to have a clean pillowcase. I think that's even more important than clean sheets. So when you do your laundry, just grab your pillowcases, wash them. It's such an easy way to just have a clean, fresh bed without having to wash your sheets every second. And if you're having skin problems, consider changing your laundry detergent to fragrance-free. Don't get the unscented. It has to be fragrance-free because the fragrance is the chemical that you don't want. And change it to that. See how it goes. I'm telling you, any skin problems that you're having, this could be the cause. Another thing that I do daily is I will tidy up the throw pillows and the throw blankets that we have. I will just go around and do that. I will also tidy up any decor that might have gotten moved from one room to the other. If you have small children, you know what I'm talking about, but just tidy up these things. And I like to do it once a day. I generally do it before I go to bed, and then that way I come down the stairs, everything's in place. What I actually used to do when my kids were little is I would take a photo of the living room couch with the pillows and the blankets on it, and then I would post the photo and I would tell my kids, can you get the living room looking like this? And they'd have the photo to reference, and so they would know where the pillows and throw blankets go in the living room. Just a small tip I thought I would pass along in case it's helpful. This is another one, and I don't do my laundry every day, but I do think that if you can do this, it's really gonna help you every day. It is trying to be good about doing the laundry from start to finish. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I do sometimes. I will put the laundry in the washer, put it in the dryer, no problem. That's very simple, right? Well, the hard part for me is folding it and putting it away, and I will often let it languish for days. If you want a clean and tidy home, you don't want baskets of clean clothes around, because the problem is, once you do that, then you start to get confused. You don't know what's dirty. You don't know what's clean. Then you have to rewash things. It's a whole big nightmare. So when you do laundry, just commit that you're gonna do it from start to finish, and then that is gonna help you every day in not having that clothing issue pile up. Some people will tell you to do your laundry every day, and then you have smaller loads. If that works for you, try it. I don't do that. I do my laundry twice a week, but see what works. Another thing, and this one is also important, and I feel like this is kind of the solution to a lot of the problems that I've been having. Do a deep clean of one thing every day, whether that is your toilets, your stovetop, your fridge. Just pick one thing that you're gonna deep clean. And I'm telling you, just think about it. If you do one thing every day, at the end of 7 days, you will have deep cleaned 7 things in your house. Over the whole month, you will have deep cleaned 30 things. If you can just commit to doing that one thing daily, it's gonna go such a long way into helping you have your home clean, and the benefits are gonna accumulate over time. This next one, I make sure when everyone comes home from work and school, put your stuff away. Put your jackets away, put your bags away, put your shoes away. I don't wanna see, sitting in the entryway, I don't wanna see shoes on the floor. I don't wanna see jackets over the banister. I don't wanna see bags on the couch or in the kitchen. Just make it a rule, make everyone do it. I think the issue that I have is when you walk into your home and everything is out of place, well, that's the first thing you're being greeted by, and it immediately just makes you mad when you see a bunch of stuff everywhere, and it gives you the impression that your whole house is in disarray, even though it might not be. It's just, that's what you're seeing. I did a whole video on how to organize your entryway for coming and going. I will put a card up. Feel free to watch it after this video. This next one is also important, and if you can do this every day, it's really gonna help you a lot. It's not the most fun thing to do, but if you can, go through your paper clutter every day. Whether it's a stack of paper, the mail, just do a little bit every day. I'm also talking about kids' artwork or packaging, boxes. Just deal with the paper a little bit at a time, and before you know it, you will not have paper clutter. That way, things never get too crazy or unmanageable, and it's just a small thing that's easy to do on a daily basis. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I am gonna link a video if you wanna keep on watching, so click on it and I will see you over there. Bye-bye.